Hello all, welcome to Indian National Defense Institute. In this video, we are going to check out AFCAT 1 2025 notification. Along with the notification, we are going to check out the age limit, eligibility criteria and the exam selection procedure. Out and out information about the AFCAT examination. Okay, let's dive into the video. First, we are going to check out what is the notification of AFCAT examination. Okay, before checking out the notification, we have to know what is AFCAT examination. AFCAT examination is an Air Force Common Admission Test exam conducted by the Air Force twice a year. In the month of February is AFCAT 1 2025. In the month of August is AFCAT 2 2025. Okay, so now the notification date for AFCAT 1 is at the month of December 2024 this year, and the examination of AFCAT 1 2025 is at the month of February 2025. Okay, along with this, we are going to check out the age eligibility of flying branch and the other branches as well. Okay, so first age limit of flying branch is 20 to 24. That means a candidate must be born between these two dates, 2nd Jan 2002 to 1st Jan 2006. Second is the ground duty, technical and non-technical. Okay, for the both technical and non-technical, they have the age limit from 20 to 26, and they must have been born between 2nd Jan 2002 to 1st Jan 2006. And people who have this DGCA license, pilot license, they have the exception of age limit as same as this ground duty. Okay, so their age limit is 2nd Jan 2002, 1st Jan 2006, and the dates are inclusive. All the dates are inclusive. Second, we are going to check out what is the educational qualification of a person to enter the armed forces, especially the Air Force, as a pilot and non-pilot ground duty and as well as non-technical. Okay, so first let's check out the flying branch. Flying branch, a candidate must have secured 50% of marks in maths and physics in class 12 level, 10 plus 2 level, and then he or she should have secured minimum 3 years degree or 4 years degree with the percentile of 60. Okay, so this is what the Air Force flying branch educational qualification. And after this, here comes the ground duty technical. In ground duty technical, there are two branches. Okay, aeronautical engineer electronics, aeronautical engineer mechanical. Both the eligibility educational level are same. You have to secure minimum 50% of marks in physics and mathematics in your class 12 level, 10 plus 2 level, and any 4-year degrees which is involving engineering or equivalent degree with the 60% of marks. Okay, this is the educational qualification of ground duty technical. Let us check out the eligibility educational qualification of the non-technical ground duty. Has 5 branches. The first branch is weapon system branch, which is having 50% of marks in maths and physics in class 12 and minimum of 3 years degree. You can have either 3-year or 4-year degree with a percentage of 60 for this weapon branch. Second is your administration and logistics, and here you don't require any 50% or 60% marks in your class physics and maths. You just have to be passed in class 12. Along with that, you have to secure 60% of marks in your graduation. Okay, and then after this comes your accounts branch. Accounts branch, you should have passed in class 12. Okay, and then here in accounts branch, there are separate graduations you have to have in order to get this accounts branch. First is the BCom, and second is the specialized BBA, BMS, BBS, and CA, CMA, CS, CFA, or BSc in finance with a minimum of 60%. So this is the eligibility, educational eligibility of accounts branch. And here comes the education department. Passed in class 12 and PG with 50% and UG with 60%. Okay, this is the qualification of education department, and comes the meteorology department at last. So here also you have to pass the class 12 with, okay, you should have passed and BSc in physics and mathematics or any 4-year degree with a minimum of 60%. All these are the education qualification of an aspirant to become a pilot or ground duty to work in the Air Force. Next, we'll check out the selection procedure of how to become an Air Force officer. First, you have to read the written examination, which is the AFCAT examination. And then comes the AFSB interview, which is nothing but the SSB interview. Okay, so there are separate 5 boards for AFSB. We'll discuss that in the video. And then after clearing the SSB, you'll be having to go through the medical test. And then the medical test after that, you'll be having the merit list. And then after the merit list comes, you have to go to the training academy, which is in Dundigal. Okay, yes. 4 topics that you have to study for your AFCAT examination, 4 subjects. Numericals, which is the mathematics, second is the English, third is your GK, and fourth is your reasoning. We will discuss what are the syllabus for these 4 subjects that you have to cover. And first we are starting with the English. English has comprehension. These are the topics that can be asked in your examination in AFCAT. Comprehension, error reduction, fill in the blanks, synonyms and antonyms, okay, idioms and phrases, analogy, sentence improvement, ordering the words in a sentence, ordering of sentences. All these are the topics of English. And then comes the general awareness, which is having history, geography, current affairs, okay, Indian polity, economic, basic knowledge, and then science, which is having physics, chemistry, and biology. So these are the topics that they ask in your general awareness. And the third subject is your mathematics, which is the numerical ability. Here you can see that decimal fraction, time and work, percentage, profit and loss, ratio, proportion, simple and compound interest, time and distance, boats and streams problem, okay, probability, number system, series, mixture and allegation, clocks and calendar problem. All these are the list of topics that you have to cover for the AFCAT examination with respect to the numerical ability. And then final and the easiest chapter is the reasoning and military aptitude, which is the verbal and non-verbal reasoning. The reasoning, verbal and non-verbal, which means you will be having around 25 to 30 questions, which is very easy to score. And then this is the scoring part and the easiest part in the AFCAT examination. It takes your mark higher. And then after clearing the AFCAT examination, what is the next step? You will be receiving a call-up letter from the Air Force Board, and then you will be sent to this AFSB, Air Force Selection Board. Okay, over here in this Air Force Selection Board, you will be tested under two things. One is your intelligence, and second one is actually the personality of yours. Okay, so there are actually 5 boards, AFSB board in India: AFSB 1 Dehradun, 2 Mysore, 3 Gandhinagar, 4 Varanasi, and 5 Guwahati, Assam. Okay, so these are the 5 boards. You will be having your AFSB in any one among this board. And then what happens to the AFSB? AFSB, when you enter the AFSB, you will be undergoing 2 tests, 2 stages. Okay, stage 1 is screening, stage 2 is testing. What is screening? Screening, you will be undergoing 2 tests, which is OIR, Officer Intelligent Rating Test, and PPDT, Picture Perception and Description Test. Okay, once you crack it, once you clear the stage 1, you will be moved on to stage 2, where you will be undergoing psychology test, GTO task, personal interview, conference, as well as the CPSS, which is the pilot eligibility test. Okay, so these are the examinations you will be having. After this, you will be having your merit list out, and then you will be joining the Air Force Academy. And this is the pay scale, salary equivalent to Army, Navy, and Air Force. Okay, so if you are looking for a coaching or guidance, you can contact us. Feel free to call in this number. Thank you so much. Follow for more. Jai Hind.